in a quiet valley, nestled between rolling green hills and ancient trees, lay the peaceful village of Alara. Life here moved gently, guided by the rhythm of the sun and the quiet whispers of the wind through the vast forest that stood beside them. The villagers lived simple, harmonious lives. Farmers tended their fields with care. Children played with gentle laughter, and the wind itself seemed to move with a calm, peaceful purpose. Among the villagers was a young girl named Mira. She had soft, kind eyes and a warm, ever-present smile. Unlike the other children who played games in the village square, Mira found her joy in the quiet solitude of the forest. She would walk alone for hours, not out of loneliness, but out of a deep connection to the natural world around her. She found endless wonder in listening to the rustling leaves, watching tiny ants diligently carry food along the forest floor, and observing the birds perched on nearby branches. To Mira, the forest was alive with secrets and stories. She often remembered the words of the village elders, spoken with wisdom under the shade of an old tree. They would say the forest had a living heart, a subtle magic that pulsed within its trees, and that only those who truly listened could feel its gentle beat. One evening, as the golden sunlight of twilight began to fade into a purple-blue sky, Mira was walking along her favorite path. The long shadows stretched peacefully across the ground. Suddenly, she stopped. A faint, soft blue glow was shining from beneath the earth, weaving through the roots of an ancient tree. It pulsed with a gentle, magical light. Mira knelt, her face a picture of calm curiosity. She reached out and touched the glowing earth. As her fingers made contact, a soft humming energy spread through the air. The trees around her seemed to pulse in unison, as if they were breathing. A quiet, invisible voice, like glowing particles of light, whispered through the forest. It spoke her name. Mira's eyes widened with wonder, but she remained calm. She felt a gentle courage rise within her as she spoke softly into the glowing light, asking what was happening. The forest shadows grew deeper around her, but the glowing path before her seemed to offer guidance and safety. Trusting the light, Mira walked deeper into the woods, the tall trees towering above her, their branches framing her path as if to protect and welcome her. The light led her to a hidden clearing she had never seen before. It was lush but strangely dim. At the very center of the clearing lay a large crystal stone, but it was cracked, and its light was faint. The air felt heavy with sadness. All around the crystal, plants were wilted, and flowers drooped their heads. In that moment, Mira understood. The heart of the forest was hurt. Without a second thought, she began to nurture it back to health. She gently carried water from a clear stream to the thirsty roots of the trees. She found small animals tangled in fallen branches and carefully freed them. With hopeful purpose, she placed fallen seeds back into the soil, giving them a new chance to grow. As night fell and the stars appeared, Mira continued her work. She grew tired, her hands covered in dirt, but her determination never wavered. Under the soft moonlight, her resilience shone. Just as the first light of dawn broke through the trees, a golden ray touched the cracked crystal. Slowly, magically, the cracks began to seal. The crystal's glow intensified, becoming brighter and warmer. A vibrant energy pulsed outwards, and the entire forest began to awaken. Leaves rustled with a joyful sound. The drooping flowers lifted their heads and bloomed into rich, beautiful colors. Birds returned to the branches, filling the air with life and song. The whole forest was alive again, glowing softly with an atmosphere of gratitude. A warm, magical voice, like waves of golden light, spoke once more, thanking Mira. The now healed crystal dissolved into shimmering particles that flowed into the trees, the soil, and the sky, becoming one with the forest again. A peaceful smile spread across Mira's face, the magical light reflecting in her eyes. As the sun rose higher, she walked back toward her village. In the days that followed, the valley flourished. The fields became greener, the water ran clearer, and a sense of calm settled over the villagers. Mira, standing quietly at the edge of the woods, understood something profound. The forest didn't need a hero. It simply needed harmony and kindness. It was a reminder that, when we care for nature, nature, in turn, cares for us.